It was when I came back to Whitby. I'd spent a lot of years in the army, and then returning back to Whitby to live. It was 1964, which coincided with the 50th anniversary of the Rohilla disaster, the hospital ship that ran aground going to the front. And having seen the exhibition that was being set up, I was asked to do a couple of paintings and make a model of the disaster, which we did, and this went into the exhibition. And working in the museum, a couple of years later the inshore boat was introduced to Whitby. I just happened to be watching the inspector take it into the surf, and I was asked if I would like to go on it. I said, yeah, that's a good idea, I'll give it a bash. And he said to me straight away, if you want to join the crew, then you're welcome on board, sort of thing. So I joined the ILB crew and carried on after that, eventually onto the big boat. The William Riley was discovered about 10 years ago now on the banks of the River Tor, an absolute wreck, and it was purchased by a lifeboat supporter. He rang me and said, are you interested in the restoration of the old boat? And quite simply I said, interested, but we can't spend RNLI money. But the idea was, if we formed a separate trust, raised the money and restored the boat, then he would give the boat to the trust. And this is what we did, and this is why she's back as she is today and making money for the RNLI. And the fact that she is still seaworthy after all these years is thanks to the team that made us think possible, and also the enthusiasm that's carrying on to this day. The William Riley was one of the lifeboats that made efforts to rescue the people from the Rohilla when they were trapped in the wreck for 3 days. The William Riley was based at Upgang, which is about a mile from Whitby, and she was brought through the streets to the cliff top, lowered down a sheer cliff by a couple of hundred people, and made 2 or 3 attempts to get to the wreck. Unfortunately, in vain, they didn't rescue anybody. The honorary curator, that was ongoing from 1958 when the museum was founded, incidentally by my father, and when I was coxswain of the lifeboat and he was ready to retire, the director of the institution asked me to carry on as curator to keep him in the family, sort of thing. So that's been going on now for the last 20 odd years, and my job really is to update the displays and everything, and show the history of the RNLI in Whitby to the public, and of course most important, to raise money. Probably the fondest memories of the RNLI are being a crewman. In the early days when I was simply a mechanic, serving with fishermen, all fishermen crew, then I was very proud to be one of them, and subsequently promoted to a coxswain. Then the responsibility and the jobs you get involved with, it really became part of my life, the whole of my life, and I thoroughly enjoyed it until the day I was retired, which is a long time ago now, but I still love working for the RNLI because it gets in your blood and it stays there.